Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. Another beautiful Wednesday morning here in North Las Vegas. That's right, today is the 18th of May, 2022. And of course, yesterday, if you watched my video, if you haven't, go check it out. My Out and About video from yesterday, where I went around to Walmart, Target, and Best Buy to see what they had new on the shelves. Well, they had quite a bit, actually, as you saw in the video, or didn't, maybe, but yeah, I found a lot of stuff. Ended up ordering a few things from Amazon for day of delivery, so I got those yesterday afternoon. So I wanted to share with you what I did pick up that came out brand new yesterday. So the first thing I got was I ordered on Amazon. And it was released yesterday. It's a little horror activity. Something called Hollow. I look like I've seen this picture somewhere before. Let me know down below if you guys have seen another movie that looks kind of similar to this. Anyway, this did originally come out with another name called Wyvern Hill. Wyvern Hill. So this is 109 minutes long, 2021, not rated horror, and it gets pretty good ratings. About 60% of the people that watch it so far have liked it. It's basically a folk horror kind of thing, which I'm into. I like the folk horror thing. A woman begins to have lucid dreams and nightmares that a living punch puppet has moved in with her and her family. As her loss of reality and symptoms worsen, she uncovers something sinister is observing her every move and preparing a darkness that leads her into a frenzied and terrifying confrontation. Put out by New Era and Devil Works. That's right, DVD of Hollow. I picked this up from Amazon. It was delivered yesterday. And I picked this up at Best Buy, because I am that person, the one that's going to support everything Bruce Willis puts out. Of course, there is also Kevin Dillon and Frank Grillo in this movie, but yeah, it's probably a cash grab, but you know what? Bruce deserves it. A little love. I'm going to watch it. We'll check it out. It's R-rated, 105 minutes from 2022. It's a heist action film. It doesn't get great reviews, but hey, I'll check it out. Let me know if you have seen any of these movies already down below in the comments, and tell me what you guys thought of them. But A Day to Die. Ex-military ops officer Connor Conley, played by Kevin Dillon, has one day to pay $2 million in reparations to a local gang leader in order to save his kidnapped wife. With her life on the line, Connor must recruit his old crew to pull off a series of dangerous heists to repay the money he owes and settle a score with the city's corrupt police officer, played by Bruce Willis. Bruce playing a corrupt police officer. All right. Put out by Vertical Entertainment. And another Best Buy pickup. The Vestron Collector's Series, Blu-ray and digital, Nick Nolte in Extreme Prejudice. Yeah, Extreme Prejudice. R-rated, 105 minutes from 1987. It's a Western action thriller. I love anything with Texas Rangers and those kind of things. I'm not a huge cowboy Western kind of person, but in this case, I watched this back in 1987, 88, I'm sure. And I remember it being really good. And I'm glad to have it in my collection now from Vestron. I'm sure they did a great copy, or a great transfer. Directed by the legendary Walter Hill, this gritty modern Western is regarded as a classic and features an all-star cast with Nick Nolte, Powers Booth, Maria Conchita Alonso, Rip Torn, and Michael Ironside. Lean, mean Texas Ranger Jack Bentine locks horns with a former friend, Cash Bailey, now a ruthless drug kingpin. Though they're on opposite sides of the law, they share a love interest in the sensual Sarita. When a crew of rogue soldiers descends upon the border town for an off-the-books mission, all roads lead to a bloody to-the-death showdown, as loyalties shift and the lines between good and evil are blurred. Put out by Lionsgate. Nice little Slippy Dippy and the Vestron. I'm trying to pick up all these Vestron series. This is number 26, by the way. Extreme Prejudice. If you haven't seen this movie, it's pretty darn good. I definitely recommend that. Next up, one I only recommend if you're a vampire person. I picked this up in Walmart. Kicking Blood, 2021, 79 minutes. It's a horror comedy. Evidently, it's a Canadian vampire flick. So, yeah, we'll give it a go. I like vampires. What can I say? Anna has been living in a haze of psychedelic blood bliss for as long as she can remember. Her hedonistic existence is challenged when she falls for Robbie, a charming alcoholic, one night. He is looking for a drink, she's looking for a feed, they bond. This puts her at odds with her true murderous nature and the wrath of her vampire clan, but she has vowed to quit blood and become human again. Okay. Nice little Slippy Dippy there. Next up, also at Best Buy, a Shudder original. Oh no, I picked this up in Walmart. I'm sorry. Death Valley. Death Valley is 94 minutes, not rated, 2021, a horror sci-fi. Also a Canadian flick, possibly, obviously a B movie. But hey, I'm enjoying some of these Shudder originals, so going to give this a watch. Mercenaries with nothing to lose are hired to rescue a bioengineer imprisoned in a Cold War bunker. Upon entering the ominous facility, they find themselves in a fight for their lives. Under attack from an unknown and deadly creature, Death Valley, from writer-director Matthew Ninaber, who you loved as Psycho Gorman, is a wild time you don't want to miss out on. Bloody Disgusting says. Also RLJE and Shudder on this. Creepy picture there, right? Gruesome kills. Speaking of gruesome kills, another Shudder original. Slasher. I had to get this one from Amazon. I couldn't find it anywhere else. Slasher, Flesh and Blood. This is I believe this is the 4th season of this, and it's still going on Shudder. It actually started out it's a TV series. It started out on Chiller TV, but yeah, not rated. 6 hours and 11 minutes. This is an anthology horror flick. Started in 2016 and still going today on, like I said, on Shudder. There are 8 episodes in this 4th season. When a wealthy, dysfunctional family gathers for a reunion on a secluded island, they discover they'll be pitted against one another in a cruel game of life and death, all while being stalked by a mysterious masked killer. Nothing is what it seems, and no one is safe as the tension and body count ratchets up. Shudder and RLJE. Also, this as a special feature has a conversation with Cronenberg. I don't have the other seasons of this. I don't know how I missed them, but if they're out, I'm going to see if I can't track them down. Like I said, this is the 4th season. Next up, let's go with this one first. That's right. Best Buy came through with Escape from New York. Escape from New York. This was released yesterday. It's R-rated, 98 minutes, from 1981. It's an action-adventure flick. This one is a great one. I remember watching this back in the day, probably 1981 or when it first came out. Anything dystopian and post-apocalyptic, I'm up for. So, of course, this stars Kurt Russell, Ernest Borgnine, and John Carpenter. John Carpenter, of course, wrote and directed, I believe. Lots of special features on here. This is put out by Scream Factory, by the way. A thrilling landmark film that jolts along with a breakneck pace. Escape from New York leapt to cult status with high-octane action, edge-of-your-seat suspense, and the mind-blowing vision of lone warrior Snake Plissken, played by Kurt Russell. In a world ravaged by crime, the entire island of Manhattan has been converted into a walled prison where brutal prisoners roam. But when the U.S. President, played by Donald Pleasance, crash lands inside, only one man can bring him back. Notorious outlaw and former Special Forces war hero Snake Plissken. But time is short, and 24 hours an explosive device implanted in his neck will end Snake's mission and his life unless he succeeds. Like a nowadays Suicide Squad, or old school Suicide Squad thing going on. But this is a great movie. Glad to have it on 4K in the collector's edition. And, of course, this was preceded. This one I did not have for some reason. I missed picking this up, but they had this in Best Buy yesterday. So another Kurt Russell. This one is the Escape from L.A. Of course, this is a sequel. I guess it's not a direct sequel, but a follow-up to the Escape from New York. This one was from 1996, 100 minutes long, R-rated. Also has Kurt Russell, but this one has Bruce Campbell and Stacy Keach, one of my favorites. Snake Plissken is back in the high-octane West Coast sequel to Escape from New York that returns Kurt Russell to the iconic role in filmmakers John Carpenter and Deborah Hill for post-apocalyptic action. After a 9.6 quake levels most of Los Angeles, Snake is called to wade through the ruins to retrieve a doomsday device. Now, more explosive than ever on 4K, this outrageous thriller finds Snake surfing Wilshire Boulevard, shooting hoops at the Coliseum, dive-bombing the Happy Kingdom theme park, and mixing it up with a wild assortment of friends, fiends, and foes from a supporting cast that includes Steve Buscemi, Peter Fonda, Pam Grier, Stacy Keach, Cliff Robertson, and Bruce Campbell. Glad to finally have this one. Like I said, I missed out somehow originally, but now we have it. By the way, it's not as good as the original in my opinion. Let me know down below what you guys think. Also in the collector's edition, which I am happy to now have, The Craft. The Craft. Yeah, R-rated, 101 minutes. It's a teen supernatural horror. I enjoy this for what it was. I enjoyed The Craft. A lot of guys, it's a girl movie. Yeah, I loved it. The Craft. Put out also by Scream, and of course it has the Scream Queen, Neve Campbell, in it. So there you go. So yeah, I'm glad it's got 4K, and I will be watching it. Robin Tunney, Neve Campbell, Rachel True, and Fairuza Balk. R-rated, 101 minutes, like I said. Sarah has always been different, so as the newcomer to St. Benedict's Academy, she immediately falls in with high school outsiders. But there's something different about her new friends. And it's not just that they won't settle for being a group of powerless misfits. They have discovered the craft, and they are going to use it. This spectacular horror thriller has an all-star cast, including Neve Campbell from the Scream franchise, Wild Things. Lots of special features, apparently, from the new 4K restoration by Sony. So, I'm excited to check this out in 4K. Let me know down below if you guys enjoy The Craft. Next up, Walmart pickup yesterday. Wormwood Apocalypse. Wormwood Apocalypse is action horror, 88 minutes from 2021. I actually have the first one. There's another one. It's called Wormwood Road of the Dead. So you should probably watch that one first before you watch this one, is what I'm figuring out here. This is a continuation. This is 88 minutes for 2021. Actually, about half the people who watch it like it. So Rise is a soldier and a hunter who lives in a zombie-infested wasteland. His job is to capture civilians and deliver them to what's left of the military and the brutal Surgeon General. When Rise captures a half zombie, half human named Grace, he comes to believe she is the key to ending the apocalypse. With the help of her sister Maxie, he works to free Grace before she is subjected to horrible experiments. All the blood, guts, and laughs you could ever hope for. Wormwood, zombies, I'm in. I guess the big thing for yesterday was this movie. Although it's not getting great reviews and a lot of people aren't enjoying it, but yeah, I picked it up. Best Buy, Infinite with Marky Mark Wahlberg and Chiwetel Ejiofor. I don't know how to say that name. I apologize. But this is Infinite 4K PG-13 from 2021, 106 minutes, sci-fi action film. It's about reincarnation, apparently. Self-medicated and on the brink of a mental breakdown, Evan Macaulay, played by Mark Wahlberg, is haunted by memories of places he has never been and manifests skills he's never learned. When a secret group that calls themselves Infinites comes to his rescue, they reveal that his memories are real, but they are from multiple past lives. Evan, must work with the Infinites to unlock the answers in his memories that are the key to stopping a madman from destroying humanity. Includes the digital copy. Of note, there is no Blu-ray in this, by the way. So, hey, the concept sounds great. It does have a slippy dippy, of course. I'm going to check it out. May or may not make the shelf. We'll see. And the last thing I picked up yesterday, which was a Best Buy Steelbook only packaging of Hell or High Water. Hell or High Water is R-rated, 2016, 102 minutes. It's a Western heist crime movie with Chris Pine, of course, from all the Star Trek series. But yeah, look at this cover, you guys. It is beautiful. I had to open it up. I had a loose disc. But check this cover out. Whoa. That is nice. You got the back. I love these. I like Western heist movies. And that's what this is. So I'm excited to check it out. Oscar winner Jeff Bridges, Chris Pine. Yeah, by the way, I've not seen this. So there you go. And Ben Foster lead this acclaimed action drama from the writer of Sicario. I'm in. I like Sicario. When a desperate father learns the bank is going to take his family's house or land, he and his ex-con brother decide to rob the bank, putting themselves in the crosshairs of, I can't read this, it's very small, an aging Texas Ranger and a riveting story of crime, punishment, and brotherly love. I just love what they're doing with these. It also says first pressing on the end here also. Lionsgate. Lionsgate is having themselves a ball with these new releases. So there you go, guys. That was my huge out and about hoarding up. This is what you really call hoarding up. Man, let me know if you watched any of those, and if you did, what you thought of them. I'd appreciate knowing down in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you did like my video, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I post another video. So that's it from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling. Keep having fun. Keep that positive attitude about you. And until next time, peace.